Good morning and what's up everyone? It's your boy, hey Kid05. This is episode 14, part 1 in my spoken word series. I tried to upload episode 14 earlier, but it wouldn't upload correctly, so I thought I didn't want anyone to think that I was done recording my videos. I'm not gonna just leave off at such an odd number like 13. So the last time I was with you guys, we were talking about, men, and basically how the difference between a man of God and a man of the world. I feel like every day that people just misconstrue the fact that there really is a complete difference between a man of God and a man of the world. Now, see, anybody that is of the world, in my opinion, is a foolish person, and I feel like they just don't know what's right for them in their life, and that the only way that they can truly gain what truly is right for them in their life is if they stop believing in the ways of the world. So today I'm here to talk about the ladies, and I told you guys that I was going to record a video for the ladies, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm not going to just say I'm going to do something and not do it. So women are a very hard topic to talk about, namely because I've been blessed with two good ones. Actually, three. My real mother, she is a blessed woman of God. Though lost in her faith right now, I know that God will make a way and she will be able to find her way back. And then there's my baby, my girl. Strong woman of God. Love her to the day I die. And then there's my second mother, her mom. And I would say that woman is definitely strong. Definitely strong in God. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just gonna straight turn these into 100% religious videos where it's just religion being thrown at you in your face. That's not what the word says. We're not supposed to judge others. It's not our job to do that. That's God's job. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Common sense is one of the things that the world lacks, and it is obvious. Because if we had common sense, we wouldn't have some of the wars we've had. We wouldn't be having financial crisis. It's common sense that says, do not make somebody that makes over $1 million pay less taxes than somebody else who isn't. That's not fair. That's common sense. So if you want to use a common sense aspect of it all, then here's a good common sense aspect to look at it. A good, strong woman is what the world lacks. We don't have a lot of those anymore. And that's just the God's honest truth. We don't have a lot of strong women anymore. You have more women today that are led by a leash and do what their man say. Then you have strong women who are sitting there and saying that, they don't need a man to do everything for them. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to look at this from a religious aspect, then what I just said makes no sense. But if you want to look at it from a religious aspect, then you can look at it like this. A good, strong woman of God is a woman that is equal and fair in a relationship. She supports her husband and her family. Now, according to the Bible, when God made Adam and Eve, he took from Adam's rib Now, if anybody on the face of this earth knows exactly the job of a rib cage is meant to do one thing and one thing only. It's meant to support. The body cannot completely stand together without a rib cage. If both of your ribs were broken, you would not be able to walk around too long. Hell, if both of your ribs was broken, I don't think you really would be alive too long, to be honest. So, women have a tendency to be very strong-willed. And that's a good thing, because that will carries over to our children. And you want a strong-willed family, but you don't want misplaced will. Now, misplaced will is a completely different thing. You know? I take a look at the way that the world views women and tells women that the way they should live their lives. Since they were little itty bitty babies, you're bred that beauty is everything. You can't turn on the TV without seeing commercials where women are always so beautiful. And the thing is, women are supposed to be beautiful, but beauty is only skin deep. You know, there's some guys out here nowadays who can say, oh, they got the hottest chick on the planet, and that girl be butt ugly. There's guys out here nowadays who got some really good looking chicks, but they horrible on the inside. Beauty is not always about what you have. Beauty is not always about what you have on the outside. It's more or less about what you have on the inside. Now, see, if I'm looking for a girl, I don't judge a girl by what she look like. Because, I mean, look at me. I can tell you this now. Ain't no serious red bone chick gonna go for a guy like me. That's just not gonna happen. And no, I'm not saying that I'm horrendous. You know, like I like to say, horrendous. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, it's the simple fact that because of the way I look, they're not gonna go for that. But that's just if you're looking at a person based on just their appearance alone. And that's not the way, that's not how it's supposed to be. Now see, the world breeds human beings to be the type of people where the way you look, how much money you make, all that matters. Now yes, in a relationship, even in life period, all that does matter. But if you're only going after somebody for just those things alone, for title, for money, because of their looks, then the world is going to be a horrible place to live, and it is. I can tell you that now. I remember years ago, I used to, way back when I was a kid, like around 12, 13, I used to be afraid to talk to girls. Namely because, you know, it was like, I was afraid of being judged, you know? It's like, wow, you know, I don't know. Shoot. I don't know what they're going to say. They might not like me. And my friends always tell me, take that chance, man. Now I'm the type of person where I would take that opportunity. If it presents itself, I'm going to take it. And I did. I walked in faith. This beautiful, strong black woman. And it worked out, man. It worked out. And now I can say that I had one of the most beautifulest, intelligent women I've ever seen by my side. And that's just the God's honest truth. Now, I can tell you this now. In my opinion, a woman that doesn't model herself after what God says a woman should be in the Bible, then to me that person is ugly on the inside. Now that's just my religion talking. But to be honest, a good, positive female who knows exactly what she needs to do in life, if that type of woman doesn't exist inside of a person, then guess what? That person isn't meant to be with you. I believe that the world needs to start teaching people to start going after more positive people instead of just anybody. You can't turn on a commercial now while they're talking about how a woman should always look. Sex is everything. No, it ain't. I can tell you that now. I've had mine. And it is nothing. It is nothing to sit there and say, hey, it's everything. No, it's not. I can tell you that now. When I record part 2, I want to focus on women's job roles and stuff like that, you know, and how the world needs to stop teaching the women that it's okay to be at the bottom and not be at the top. Now see, the Bible says God created Adam and Eve. You know, he didn't just create Adam by himself. So why do we have existing in this world where men believe they're the only ones who have to do everything? Now let me tell you something now. The Bible says that no man is an island. But yet you have people out here nowadays who want to just do whatever it is that they think that they should do by themselves. And that's not good enough. You have more single family homes where it's just the mother or it's just the father doing it by themselves. And that makes no sense. We need more families. That's exactly what we need. We need more families. And not just families, strong black families. And not just black families. We need more Asian families. You know? More Caucasian families. Hispanic families. We need more families. People that want to stay together. And sometimes the strong basis of that comes from the parents. A man of God and a woman of God. But that man of God is incomplete without that woman by his side. Until the day I met my girl, I felt incomplete. I can tell you that now. I felt incomplete. I felt like there was a big piece of me missing. And that day when I met her, that piece was filled. I can tell you that now. Life ain't worth living unless you're doing exactly what God is asking you to do. Matter of fact, don't want to make it too religious. Life ain't worth living if you ain't doing the right thing. I don't know why people think they can just go through life all depressed and sad all the time. It's not going to happen. I've been through that, and I can tell you this now. I got out of it. I couldn't take it no more. Please join me later when I record part 2 as I start to actually talk about women's positions in life and how, to tell the truth, life is just incomplete without them. Thank you.